Howdy all, I'm Adam the Renaissance Nerd. Today, we are about 36, maybe almost 48 hours removed from Ahsoka Episode 3 dropping. If you want to see my full take on that episode, please go watch my review, link in the description below. But what I want to talk about today is the cope. We are seeing massive amounts of cope for people trying to forgive everything that is wrong with this show. And it carries on a conversation I started last week. Nobody's actually talking about how great it is, where it's going to go, blah, blah, blah. They're talking about controversies connected to this show. How it's ruining things, how it's breaking things, how it's completely unbelievable. Episode 3's continued controversy additions include space gymnastics, fighters making runs in space on a momentarily derelict ship, slicing through said fighters, which should not be possible in the speed with which they are going, and my favorite in all of this, the Force is in all of us. Yes, that is one of the major controversies now coming out of Ahsoka. Dave Filoni's misunderstanding of Force. But Adam! George Lucas, in speeches, said the Force is in all of us. Hey, morons! Go watch Empire Strikes Back. Yoda gives that speech. Yes. In the Star Wars galaxy, the Force is in everything. It's in everything. It makes us up, not this crude matter. But it doesn't mean everybody is Force sensitive. So for people, including very large channels, you know who I'm talking about, trying to cope and convince themselves through cognitive dissonance that this is okay because George said something in an interview or at a speech saying the Force is in everybody. He didn't mean everybody can use the Force if you just try and think hard enough. No, you're Force sensitive or you are not. No amount of willpower is going to make a cup move across the table. We've all tried it for 40 years. Not gonna happen. So there's that. It's massive cope for everybody to try and use George's words to justify that. The other thing, as I said, the massive cope surrounding the battle around the battle, well, I guess you call it the battle around Ahsoka's dumbass ship, where the fighters are streaking in, and she goes out to not only deflect blaster bolts or ship blaster bolts that are already been demonstrated as completely ineffective against the hull of her ship, but also her jumping around and slicing it in half. Yes, she jumps around very foolishly, very dumbly, and then slices the wing off a ship, which then explodes. They're trying to cope and justify that. Here's the meme coming out. Oh, not the meme. We're memeing it. They're trying to justify by saying, "Oh, this feels like very Clone Wars. This feels like Clone Wars." Yeah, I've seen the clip. I've watched it all, but of course I don't remember it because I've watched Clone Wars all the way through twice, and even with my very stellar memory, I've memory hold lots of it, because you know what's Clone Wars? It's bottom tier Star Wars. Hate to break it to you, bottom tier Star Wars. I've seen the clip where Ahsoka kills a vulture droid. Yeah. It's stationary. It's not flying around. And a lightsaber will probably cut through that. So yes, that happened in Clone Wars, but it wasn't zipping around and she wasn't doing space gymnastics. It was a stationary on the hull of something. There it is. There's your Clone Wars reference. Dave Filoni, you're full of shit. And then, of course, I love it that the whole lightsaber cutting through it. That's one also, again, my favorite things about this. Showing that a lightsaber is going to shear through a wing of a starfighter going at a ballistic speed. Again, believe it. it happened. That kind of negates the inanity that we saw in the previous 2 episodes where Sabine gets stabbed by a lightsaber and has no outward repercussions. They've just gimped their own lightsaber wound controversy from last week. Sabine should be dead. Plain and simple. Her internal organs liquefied, exploded. So there it is. This is what we're talking about right now. No one's talking about what's going to come next, or they are talking about what's going to come next in terms of the Anakin cameo. We're waiting for that. That's going to be fun. They're trying to theorize who's behind the Marok mask, which nobody really cares about. I mean, that's it. That's what this show is about. It's about controversies and the breaking of lore. It's not about peak Star Wars. Oh, this is peak respect the Queen. It's not about any of that. It's about why it's so wrong. Those are the discussions going on, unless you're part of the circle jerk centipede butt hell in Twitter land. Those are the ones who think this is great, or a certain large channel that is continually forgiving of all of this. Grow a pair. Stop trying to defend this shit. You know what? All right, I'm done. We're done. I'll see you next time. Thank you for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, a like would be very much appreciated. If you are new here, I invite you to subscribe to me right here on YouTube, where I hope to earn your trust and support using facts and logic, because facts and logic do not care about whiny fee-fees. Hit that notification button, share my videos if you like I'm preaching, and by all means, leave a comment. I want to hear from real passionate people like you. Don't care what the stands, fake fans, and SJWs have to say, because 201, they're all cowards behind keyboards. And I don't care what they think. Not one single bit. I'm happy when they're triggered. Thank you again for watching. Take it easy. Thanks for watching, everybody. If you'd like to reach out to me, please email me at theranernerd@gmail.com for all channel business purposes. I am on Twitter now, mostly for promotion and sharing of videos, maybe a little shit stirring here and there, who knows, @theranernerd. You can also find me at the Geeks and Gamers forums under @ROAS, and you can see me on Rumble and Odyssey under the Renaissance Nerd. Thanks again for watching. Take it easy.